In this video, I'm going to show you how to install easily a quick screen and a tunnel screen into your spread offense. So stay tuned. Hey coaches, it's Coach Ross here again, bringing you another video. Today I'm going to be talking about how to install a quick screen and a tunnel screen into your spread offense. So right here I have the example of a quick screen in our doubles formation right here, and it's real simple how we do it. It's on the backside we just have our two receivers both block to the outside, both defenders, so they have both defenders have outside leverage. We just have the receivers try and get to their inside shoulder and try and force them outside, because we do have our F, or our running back, as a fail-safe kind of swing route to the opposite side to in case the screen is blown up or they're playing press man coverage and that screen just not an option. The quarterback can come off it real quick and go right to the F on a swing route to the backside. So what we tell our quarterback here is we tell him to immediately, once he gets the ball, turn and just throw it out there as quick as he can, about 1 to 2 yards behind the receiver. I'll explain the reason why for that. We also tell the quarterback it doesn't matter if he has the laces or not on the ball, just get the ball out there as quick as he can. For this kind of a throw, he doesn't necessarily need to step into the throw. You're going to see that differently on a tunnel screen. It's a little bit further to throw. But here, he's just turning his shoulders, opening up his shoulders to the receiver and getting the ball out there as fast as possible. Now, the blocker, or the outside receiver, in this case, would be wide. And we run this to both sides, obviously, but I'm just going to show it to you from one side to keep the video a little bit shorter on the shorter side. But I actually stealing an idea that I saw from a coach, Calthorpe, from 92 Mesh Group, where he says flat for 5 on the blocking receiver, the outside receiver who's making the block. We tell him not to go and block this man, but go flat for 5 to where that man's going to be, and that defender will actually come to you. So we tell him to go flat for 5 and even out and get in front and create a wall for the other receiver, for the slot receiver. Now, typically our slot receivers are fast, more agile, probably our fastest guys on the field. So with regards to the quick screen, we're telling them to take a couple steps back and then shuffle parallel to the line, but as well they're opening up their shoulders to the quarterback to give him a good target, and immediately once they get the ball, they are immediately hitting to the sideline trying to get outside so that they have a one-on-one with the corner, who eventually won't be in this position, but it'll be a little further up, so we have good confidence in our slot receivers to make one move and make that one guy in that one-on-one matchup miss and get upfield. And here I'm just going to show you a couple cut-ups of our quick screen in action out of our doubles formation. Again, we're going to be throwing a doubles to this receiver right here on the right side, and we are actually running this quick screen to the boundary here. But you can see how he will open up his shoulders. Now, on this one, we did not have the running back take his swing right out to this outside. He actually came in and actually helped out blocking. But in the future, we're going to have him just roll out here onto a swing, just in case there is nothing over here for the screen. The quarterback can see that. He can immediately just come off of it and throw it out to the running back. So we'll watch it real fast here. You see how the receiver right here immediately just takes a step back and opens up his shoulders, and he should be getting a little bit more parallel to the line, but he gets that ball, and the quarterback, again, he is getting the ball, and we do this a lot on this side because of our left-handed quarterback. He gets the ball. It's actually kind of a high snap. He immediately just gets the ball and just gets it out there as fast as he can. And the receiver, being a good athlete that he is, he just does the rest, and he actually gets great yardage, and it makes it about 3rd and goal from around the 2-yard line. So that was a very good play. I have one other one I'll show you from the same player. He's got a little bit more room to space to move. You can see how he opens up his shoulders right there and backs up a little bit, opens up his shoulders, and then the ball's immediately out, and he's opening up his shoulders to get to the outside, and he's immediately hitting the sideline. Now, what happened was our receiver on this side actually misses a block. He actually blocked the wrong person. he should have went and blocked, came in and went flat for 5 and got this guy. Instead, he decided to block the corner, so the wide receiver had to get to the sideline, use his speed a little bit more to try and outrun this guy. And you'll see the receiver at the end of the play come in and realize that he made the wrong block and comes in here and tries almost blindside block this player. Lucky he didn't get a flag on the play, but typically we would have the outside receiver come here flat for 5 and try and block this, because this is the real defender that's the number one or the most dangerous man in this regard. So we need to get this man blocked up. So again, we tell him to go flat for 5 to get in front of that defender so that it's a little bit easier to get to the outside. So he just had to use a little bit more speed to get to the outside and get positive yards on this play. And here I'm going to show you how we teach and how we install the tunnel screen with our trips formation. All right, I'm going to show it to you from the right side. We do it from both sides as well, but I'm just going to show you again to keep the video length down to show you how we do it from the right side here. Again, on the back side, we have our X receiver who is compacted in, condensed in. Go ahead and get the inside shoulder of the corner that is on him. Again, we have our F running back swinging out as a fail-safe again to the outside, if in case this breaks down, the tunnel screen breaks down, and the screen is covered up. On this side, our 2 slot receivers, our Z and our H, we have them. What we do is we have them do a cross block. So we change it up and have a cross block, and what I've seen it do, and what I've noticed that it does, that it helps create a little bit of confusion amongst these defenders here, and actually brings the blocks to the opposing receivers here, because this receiver will go and cross over. It brings this linebacker in towards the Z so that he can make his block a little bit easier. And also what I've noticed is it does clear some space in this alleyway where we want the Y to make his cut and go upfield to get into the open field and finish off the play. So this, I've noticed this little cross block tactic that we use here works really, really well. And again, it creates confusion amongst defenders and actually brings the blocks to the receivers so that their blocks are a little bit easier and they're lined up a little bit easier. Now, with regards to the Y or the outside receiver, and on the left side would be the X, of course, we tell the Y receiver to take 1 step forward and then cut back and run parallel along the line, having his hands up, getting ready to head the ball, and immediately once he gets the ball, he's cutting upfield, he's making a plant with his inside foot, and he's moving upfield looking for this alleyway that should be created by the 2 slot receivers and their lined up blocks. Now, one thing we're doing different this year is we are actually going to release 2 linemen to play the play side tackle and guard. We are going to release. We will have the right tackle in this case. He will release and completely ignore the defensive end and let the defensive end run by him or chip him and then come around, and he's looking for that first inside linebacker to create the alley on this side. And we tell the guard to pause for a minute to try and chip on the defensive end. Once he chips the defensive end to slow him down, then he immediately moves upfield to the next inside linebacker to try and seal him off to the inside as well. Now with the quarterback, we tell the quarterback on this play to take 1 step into the throw. So again, it doesn't matter if he has laces, but we are telling him to open up his shoulders and to take 1 step. He's going to be a little bit further of a throw as opposed to the quick screen, so that he's getting the ball immediately to the receiver. He's taking 1 step and he is throwing the ball to the receiver, and that receiver is then cutting upfield and trying to make a move on his safety, who eventually will probably be within play. So if everything works right, the corner is essentially out of the play. He will probably be chasing the receiver. So we don't necessarily block the corner on this play, but we do expect it to be a one-on-one with the safety if all the other blocks are taken. And here are just a couple cut-ups of our tunnel screen. Again, we are running them to the right side here. Again, this is from last year, so therefore you won't see the lineman release on this play, but that is something we plan on installing this year. You will see the cross blocks take place, and you will see the corner come in from the backside, but you will see also the space that opens up from the cross block tactic that we use to create a little bit of confusion. And you'll see again right here the cross block here. This corner kind of bails, so again it creates a lot more space in this open area right here to allow the receiver to make his move and get upfield. But again, this cross block works well because, for one, these defenders actually are thinking that these receivers are running routes, so it also creates that confusion as well to allow them to line up their blocks. And also, then again, it just also creates space for the receiver to get upfield as well. And we, expect our receiver, in this case, he was a great athlete, made a move and was able to use this space to his advantage and get a very nice gain out of this play. So he did very well in this play, and this is how it works. Again, our plan 2 is to release these linemen to then pick off these linebackers right here in the middle of the field in this upcoming season, so that it then creates a little bit more space, because that is the linebackers right here that are not touched are essentially the ones that actually make the play and make the tackle. And then here's one more cut up from a tunnel screen play as well. This one's a little bit harder to see, but you can see that the space that is created, you can see the line, the receiver take his one step and then come back towards the line, towards the quarterback, and you can see the space that's created for him to make a great play, and he actually gets a big, real large gain on this one. This was actually the first time we ran this play throughout the season. And he makes one cut, and he's upfield, and he's gone for a large gain. So there you have it, coaches. Those are 2 examples of how we teach a quick screen and a tunnel screen in our offense. So if you like this, if you liked what you saw, please subscribe, and I plan on bringing a lot more content to you. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Also, smash that like button if you would. It would also help me out as well. I look forward to bringing you more videos here very soon.